What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, today is Thursday, February 8th of 2024. I don't even know what day of the week is anymore, but because it's Thursday, that means it's time for me to record another Final Order Cutoff, Speculation, and Recommendations video. This is the Final Order Cutoff video. This is when I take a look at every single book that is currently on Final Order Cutoff and try to find any books that I think might be worthy of a little bit of speculation, so that way you and me, we can try, that's right, we can try to make this hobby fund itself. So, we're gonna dive into the speculation in just a second, but sadly this is another week without any recommendations. I went through all the new number ones and there really weren't any that sparked my fancy, sadly enough. So this is just gonna be a pure speculation video for all you speculation fans. And I like to think of this video as a little teaser or an appetizer to Final Order Cutoff, because there are lots of people who are gonna be making these videos later in the week or putting up their lists on Saturday or Sunday, which might have a little more juicier information. So consider this your appetizer for Final Order Cutoff. Alright guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive into our 3 weekly speculation reminders. If you guys are seasoned speculators or you guys have seen this video series before, guys, there are timestamps down in the description below. You guys can go ahead and jump forward to any section that, appeases you. But if you guys have not seen this video series before or you guys are new to speculation, stick around and hear my 3 weekly speculation reminders. And the first one up is the biggest and most important, and that is you guys have to do your own research. I'm going to present some information to you guys today, but what I need you to do, I need you to go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather their most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. It's not my money, it's your money. And the second reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes a book will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Now, the last reminder that I have for you guys is that I record this video on Thursday. That's right, every single Thursday I record this Final Order Cutoff video. But DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and all the independent publishers, they have up until their Final Order Cutoff order deadline dates to add things or take things away from the Final Order Cutoff list. So I highly suggest following these 2 people. There is the Comic Book Frontier. It's a Facebook group. It's linked down in the description below. It's run by my good friend Al, and he updates the Final Order Cutoff list all the way up into the order deadline dates, which we'll get to in just a second. Now, the other place that I highly suggest you guys check out is coverprice.com. They have a great Final Order Cutoff list. Again, both Al's and CoverPrice links are down in the description below. And make sure you guys are checking both of those places before you guys are finalizing your orders for this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Alright guys, those are my 3 weekly reminders. Let's go ahead and cover what this weekend's Final Order Cutoff order deadline dates are. If you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that I'm going to present to you guys in today's video, you guys need to get your orders in by these 2 dates. First up is February 11th of 2024. This is for your DC Scout and Vault books. And then there is February 12th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. Now, the reason why you want to get your pre-orders in by these dates is because you will save a discount on some of these books if you order from places that offer a discount on Final Order Cutoff books. I personally know that the LCS that I used to go to did not give me a discount when I put my orders in for Final Order Cutoff or previews. So if you guys want to have that discount, you guys just got to find a place, either an LCS that will give that discount or online. There are a bunch of places. I have links down in the description below for places that I order either from Final Order Cutoff or previews. Alright guys, that's why you want to order by these dates, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive into my favorite section of this video, because I loves me some cover lever picks. So let's go ahead and dive into my Final Order Cutoff cover lever picks. There are 12 covers that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that I think could do well on the secondary market in the future. So let's go ahead and check out these covers. And first up is Batman issue number 145. Now this is the cover D, which is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Matteo Scalera. There is nothing really special about this cover other than Batman looking absolutely epic on the top of this building with a bat symbol behind him. And yeah, it just looks really cool, and I think Batman fans like myself could pay extra for this in the future because the cover is so cool, but there's nothing in the gut, so it's, you know, purely a cover speculation. Next up is Poison Ivy, issue number 20. This is the cover E, which is the 1:50 ratio variant, which is the Virgin, done by David Nakayama. Now, what is going to hurt this cover a little bit is that the cover B is the exact same thing, but with the trade dress. Now, next up is Birds of Prey, issue number 7. Now, this is the cover C, done by Pablos Villalobos. I am just a huge fan of his, and I think his covers are gaining more and more popularity because his artwork is so freaking good, so I gotta share that with you guys. You guys make your own decision. Now, next up is Birds of Prey, issue number 7. Now, this is the cover D variant, which is the Women's History Month variant, done by Sozo Micah, featuring our girl, Black Canary, another awesome Black Canary cover for this Birds of Prey run. There's been so many good ones, and this one right here is really good. Now, this next cover up is Poison Ivy, issue number 20. Now, this is the cover D, which is the Women's History Month, also done by Sozo Micah. Now, this is a little bit better, maybe even a lot better than that Birds of Prey cover, but man, Sozo Micah can really hit these covers out of the park when she's on point, and this cover right here is gorgeous. Now, next up is Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 44. Now, this is the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Alex Maleev, and I put this on the list because I think Darth Vader just looks absolutely awesome. It's a great Maleev cover, and yeah, it's a 1:25, so it could be a little bit more rare. Now, next up is Fall of the House of X, issue number 3. Now, this is the 1:50 ratio variant, which is the Virgin. There is a trade dress of this, but this is done by Miguel Mercado. It's Colossus. He looks freaking awesome, and sometimes these 1:50 Virgin covers do well, or the 1/100s do well, so keep an eye on that. And guys, it's just an awesome Colossus cover. Next up is Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 2, with a really awesome 1:25 ratio variant, done by Francisco Mobili. I believe this character is the ultimate version of Storm. I'm not 100% sure because I have not read issue number 1. It's coming in the mail, but I haven't got it just yet. Now, next up is another cover for Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 2. Now, this is the Ultimate Special variant, done by Boss Logic. I think both Boss Logic covers so far for this Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1 and issue number 2 have just been so good. And this one right here, again, featuring some Wakanda character with 2 panthers on the cover, is just so good. I really like it. But there are 3 more covers. Next up is Black Widow and Hawkeye, issue number 1. Now, I personally don't love this cover, but it is an Adam Hughes cover. So Hughes collectors could want this in the future if they don't buy it right now and they're trying to collect the whole entire run, which I might start myself, but you know what? I buy so many current books that I might not have a budget for all the old Hughes books because there's some really good ones and they are pretty rare. Now, next up is another cover for Black Widow and Hawkeye, issue number 1. Now, there is the trade dress variant, which is a gorgeous Artgerm cover, but there is also a 1/100 Virgin variant, again, done by Artgerm. It is really nice. I like the old-timey look to it, and it's Artgerm. Artgerm is so freaking good. Now, there is one other cover, and it's also a Adam Hughes cover. This is Jackpot in Black Cat, issue number 1, with the cover A, which is done by Adam Hughes. Is it the best Adam Hughes? No. But again, Hughes collectors could want this, especially if they don't pick it up when it's brand new, which is coming out in a few weeks' time. So those are the 2 Adam Hughes covers. We have Artgerm. We had a bunch of other great covers on this weekend's final order cutoff. I would love to know what you guys think about any of these covers, or if there's any covers I missed down in the comments below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and keep this truck moving. We're moving on to the next section, which are my second prints, facsimiles, and beyond. Alright guys, I found 4 second prints and 1 facsimile, so let's go ahead and cover these books. And first up is Avengers Twilight, issue number 2, with the second print variant done by Alex Ross. Now, next up is probably the most important one, and that is Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 1, with the second print variant done by R.B. Silva. Issue number 1 was super popular yesterday. It was flying off the shelves. I paid $15 for my copy because I didn't pre-order it like a dummy. So if you guys missed the first print, this is a great time to get the second print. Now, next up is Wolverine, issue number 42, with the second print variant done by Linnell Francis Hugh. Now, the last second print is Batman, issue number 142, with the second print variant done by Giuseppe Camicoli. Yeah, this cover is okay. I don't love it. It's a crazy Joker one, and Giuseppe Camicoli is a great artist, though. He's really fantastic. Now, the one facsimile that I found does have 3 covers, It is for Detective Comics issue number 411. Now there is the regular facsimile, there is the blank facsimile, and there is the foil facsimile. So if you're into these facsimiles, you have 3 covers to choose from, or maybe just pick up all 3. But I personally am staying away from all these facsimiles. But guys, this one right here is the first appearance and first cover appearance of Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. So those are the second prints, facsimiles, and beyond. Let's keep this truck moving and move right over to the next section, which are the books that have a little bit of speculation in the guts. Now guys, at the opening of this video, I said to consider this video like an appetizer to Final Order Cutoff, and that you guys should be considering the list like on the Comic Book Frontier and coverprice.com as your main course, because they have more time to really curate their list and find more books that have a little speculation in the guts. Because guys, I only found 2 books that have a little speculation in the guts. So let's go ahead and cover those now. But guys, make sure you guys are checking the Comic Book Frontier and coverprice.com before you put your pre-orders in. So the first book up that I found that had a little bit of speculation in the guts is Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 44. Now this has the first team appearance of a rebel squad of cyborgs working for Darth Vader. And the other book that I found is Symbiote Spider-Man 2099 issue number 1. Now this is a 5-issue limited series featuring Miguel O'Hara bonded with a symbiote facing Cornerstone, aka Venom 2099. So is that real speculation? Is this the first appearance of this symbiote that is not Venom in the 2099 universe? I don't know. Guys, let me know down in the comments below if you guys know for sure or not. But guys, those are the only books that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that had something in the guts, like, you know, in the belly, that actually had a little bit of speculation. So we've done the cover lever picks, we've done the second prints, facsimiles, and beyond, and now we've covered the guts. So let's go ahead and find out what my spec picks of the week are. There is only one book that I think might be truly worthy of a little bit of speculation, and it could just be a flash in the pan. But guys, let's go ahead and cover that book, and I'll go over anything else that I think might have a little bit of meat on the bone. But I really think there's only one book to truly consider for speculation, and that book is Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1, the second print variant done by R.B. Silva. Now guys, is this whole Ultimate Universe going to be just a flash in the pan, or is it going to hold long-term value? I honestly don't know. We got to see where this whole universe goes over the next few months, maybe even a couple of years, before we know if any of these first issues are really going to truly hold their value, or they're just flashes in the pan. So I would consider picking up multiple copies of that second print, especially if you missed out on that first print, because a lot of these new number 1s were under-ordered because we as comic book collectors did not know this universe was going to be so exciting and so cool, and these stories are going to be so great. So if I had to spend money this weekend, that is the book that I'd probably spend the money on. Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1, the second print variant. But there are a couple of covers that could be worthy of something in the future. Let's go ahead and cover those right now. There is that Birds of Prey issue number 7, the cover C variant done by Pablo Villalobos. Lobos's, like, you know, popularity is growing, especially with the amazing covers that he's putting out. And I think he has artwork that kind of like resembles itself to an Adam Hughes. I really do. So I think people in the future could be collecting like full runs of Lobos covers just like they do for Adam Hughes. And I think some of these covers, like this Birds of Prey issue number 7, which is absolutely fantastic, could garner a little extra money. Now, there is the Souza Micah covers with the Woman History Month variants for Birds of Prey issue number 7 and Poison Ivy issue number 20. They're both really good, but are they really fantastic? Are they going to hold value in the long term? I'm not 100% sure, but they are great PC buys. And then you have the 1 in 50 for the Fall of the House of X issue number 3, done by Miguel Mercado with an awesome Colossus cover. A lot of these 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s do well on the secondary market for Marvel Comics. And speaking of 1 in 100s, there is that Black Widow and Hawkeye issue number 1, the 1 in 100 Virgin variant done by Artgerm, which is really nice. It is really nice. It's not like super sexy because it has like that old-timey outfit on her, but it is really good. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. But then you should consider maybe those Adam Hughes covers, especially the Jackpot and Black Cat. They're not his best, but again, if people are putting together full runs of Adam Hughes covers, they're gonna need these titles. So think about that in the future. All right, guys, those are my spec picks of the week. It's truly just Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1, that second print variant. But guys, if you agree with me or disagree on anything I just said, guys, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, it is time to move over to next week's new comic book day cover lover picks that I think might be worthy of a little bit of speculation. Alright guys, these are the covers that are coming out on next week's new comic book day, which is February 14th of 2024. Now, you gotta do your own research, you gotta go with your own gut, because again, some of these are gonna be pure gambles, or maybe these are gonna be long-term holds or flashes in the pan. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just sharing the covers that I find that I think could do well on the secondary market, so you guys do your own research. First up is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 43 with the Thwip variant. It is just really, really cool. I can see Spider-Man fans 10, 15 years down the line really enjoying this cover because it is just super, super cool. Now this cover is done by Justin Mason, and yeah, it is just a great cover. Now next up is Batman and Robin issue number 60, cover F, which is the 1:50 ratio variant done by Nicola. I truly don't know how to pronounce your last name, Nicola. But why I like this cover, because hear me out guys, is that I love when we have our superheroes doing normal human things, like eating food. We got Batman and Damian Wayne, Robin, just having a burger and a shake, and it's just really, really cool in my opinion. I love this cover. It is fantastic. And I can see people thinking the same thing as me, wanting this cover in the future, because how many like 1-in-50s are going to be ordered for Batman and Robin issue number 6? It is probably a pretty popular title because it does have Batman in the title, but 1-in-50, that has a lot of copies to order just to get this cover. Now next up is Fall of the House of X issue number 2. Now this is another 1-in-50 ratio variant, but this one is done by Ben Harvey featuring Shadowcat. It is amazing. Ben Harvey has been putting out some absolute bangers, and this one right here featuring Shadowcat is so, so good. It is so, so good. Now, there are 2 other covers, and the first one up is Fall of the House of X issue number 2. Now, this is the 1-in-100 ratio variant done by Pepe Larraz. Now, there is a cover A, which is this cover right here, just with the trade dress on it. But guys, when Pepe Larraz hits, he hits hard, and this one right here is so good with Polaris and like this giant like godhead behind her. So, so good. Is that Nowhere, by the way? Does anyone know if that's like, you know, that place way out in space that's Nowhere, or is that just like a villain like giant head? I'm not 100% sure because I'm not reading any X-Men book, but that cover is fantastic. Now the last cover that I want to show you guys, which you guys have to make your own opinion on, but I think this cover could do well because that a whole Taylor Swift buzz, is Spider-Gwen Smash issue number 3 with the cover D variant, which is the 1-in-25 ratio variant done by Ricky Yagway. It is fantastic. It is a really great cover, and there is a lot of Taylor Swift dazzler buzz for the new Deadpool movie coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but Deadpool 3. And yeah, this cover, I gotta say, is pretty freaking good. I personally won't be picking it up, but if I was gonna speculate on the whole Taylor Swift thing, I would probably go after this cover, especially for a new book. But guys, that is everything. We've done the final order cutoff speculation. We've done new comic book day speculation. There is no recommendations to read for final order cutoff. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of today's video, and if you guys are still watching right now, go ahead, let me hear you say it. You guys are legends. You guys are awesome supporters of this channel, and I truly appreciate you guys spending the time sticking around to the end. Now go ahead and hear me out. I'm gonna do my things that I do every single week. If you guys could look down and check that like button. Have you guys hit it just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. Now, if you guys like comic content and you guys enjoyed this video today and you guys are not subscribed, I just gotta ask, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Now, this video is most likely going to be coming out on Friday, February 9th, because I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing a little bit of editing, but I have a lot of other chores around the house to do before Stephanie gets home from California. I cannot wait to see my wonderful, beautiful wife. And yeah, that's going to be it. Hopefully next week I'll be back with a third video. I'll probably put another poll out online to see what you guys want to see. So make sure you guys are checking the community page or joining the Discord, link down in the description below. And I'll probably put out the poll there as well. All right, guys, have yourself a great final order cutoff, a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Tuesday with the Wednesday poll list. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.